Hey guys, welcome back, and if it's your first time, my name is George. I mess around with Japanese cars. We've got my Toyota JZX100. This is my friend Sean's Toyota Crown JZS100, which is just waiting for some bits and pieces. But obviously the reason why you clicked on the video is what you can see here on the floor. It's all the turbo parts which we're going to be fitting to my JZX100 non-turbo. Let's get started. This is Toyo Sports Universal Intercooler Kit, so that's obviously something I have to make fit my car, which is going to be obviously an interesting project for some people. So that's that. Then we have, this is one JZ GTE non-VVTi pistons and conrods. I managed to snap on eBay for quite a bargain. They are from a low mileage Sora. I think they were 60,000 kilometers. Well, anyway, that's what the ad said. And yeah, I'm going to be using the conrods for sure, because the GE has got a very thin conrods, which are quite a limiting factor. And obviously I need to see whether I can use the pistons to lower the compression. I don't think I can, but you never know, it would be quite cool. Then we have this Innovate Motorsport gauge, which is called SCG-1, which is a wideband as well as a boost controller, and you can set if the car starts to lean out a bit too much, the boost is going to get cut back to a spring pressure. So that's really quite a neat safety feature. You can set it up to a different boost level. So say you want to run PSI and you want the motor to run a little bit lean to help the turbo spool, you can do that as well. So definitely a nice bit of kit. Then all sort of turbo feed and drain fittings from all the different turbo kits are bought. Then we have a rear box, because we're going to be making our own exhaust, which is going to be, as I said, part of one of the episodes. I've got a rear box, I've got a 3-inch pipe, I've got some pie cuts, which weirdly enough look a lot smaller diameter than the 3-inch, but they're actually not. So obviously it's going to be quite nice. Then we have all different V-bands and a downpipe, which came with the second-hand kit as well. I've got a TIG welder, I've got a TIG welding course, but I've never actually done any proper TIG welding apart from a piece of plate. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, but I'm looking forward to it because I want to learn more as well. So next up, these are 1JZ GTE VVTi stock injectors, which should do me just fine. They are 360 cc's, they were second-hand, eBay, I think they were 60-70 pounds, so they're going to do the job just fine. Then we have my digital Ecu Tuner 3, and this is the Plus version. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between the Plus and the original version. It's just a piggyback ECU that modifies the signal from the map sensor or MAF sensor and your position sensor, so you can change the timing and the fueling. Then I've got Walbro 255 pump, supposedly sort of genuine. Then I've got a fitting for a fuel pressure regulator. Turbo is TO4E. It's made by a company called Max Speed Roddings, maybe not made by them, but sourced by them. They do have quite a good reputation. Yes, it is a Chinese turbo, but since they sort of sell quite nice products, I thought I'll give it a go. And it means I don't have to pay £1,000 for a Garrett. So, and if it blows up in a year, I'll just get another one. Then we've got the downpipe, which came with the manifold and the original turbo, which is up there, which is way too big for what we need. I believe it's made by CX Racing in America. I do have to get a T3 flange and weld it, or an adapter, and weld it onto the manifold, because that's the T3, this is a T4. And you know, as I said, we've got all the different fittings for the turbo. But let's have a look in the engine bay and see what sort of what we're dealing with. This is the second generation of the 1JZ. This is the VVTi version with supposedly intelligent variable valve timing. If you watched the previous video where I've got it on a dyno, there was a bit of a dip just after the VVTi, so I am going to get a new solenoid, which is this little bit just under there. The biggest hurdle I think is going to be trying to work around the plenum, because it goes over the engine, and obviously the intake is right here where the turbo is going to sit as well, so I think it's going to cause me some sort of heat issues. So I might need to look into having a different plenum modified, made, adapted to this from the GTE. So the throttle body is right here, then we've got the piping into the intercooler and then back up into the turbo, or from the other way around rather, from the turbo into the throttle body. I will also have to upgrade the transmission. Sorry about that, I just always wanted to do it. Anyway, as I was saying, we need to modify the gearbox. This is J1 speed from IS200. That sort of box was found in other cars, RX-8, I think at some MX-5, even the S15 6-speed. There's a bit of a problem with the design, and that's they can handle about 220 Newton meters. If you watched the previous video, as I suggested you should, this car will be making that power, so it's already at its limit. So we need to modify it. As far as I'm aware, there's no one in the UK that modified these gearboxes, so I will need to try and find a machinist, and perhaps I can be the guy that can sort some other people out. And this clutch is XTD, just like the one in the car. No good, don't get them. I was warned and I didn't listen. Anyway, this one, gonna get it rebuilt by a company called CG Motorsport. Check them out. They know what they're doing. Clutches, that's all they do. And if you like this video so far, please do me a favor and click the like button. It definitely does make a difference. The video gets suggested to more people that perhaps never seen me before, so it does make quite a difference. In next video, I think we're going to be taking the engine out, and the episode after that, I think tearing it apart and then rebuilding it. So if there's something you're interested in, please follow this mini series, like the video as I said, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.